What if I told you that half of the cells you call yourself are not even human? Right now, as you watch this, trillions of foreign organisms are living inside your body. They cover your skin. They fill your gut. And the strangest part is not just that they are there. It is that they may be shaping your moods, your cravings, even decisions you are convinced are entirely your own. You think of yourself as a single person, one body, one mind. But the truth is closer to a walking ecosystem, and the organisms inside you may have an agenda of their own. Let us start with the number that broke people's brains for years. For a long time, scientists repeated a striking claim that for every human cell in your body, there were 10 bacterial cells, 10 to 1, meaning you were, by count, far more microbe than human. More recent and careful work has revised that figure. The real ratio is closer to 1 to 1, roughly the same number of bacterial cells as human cells, give or take. So you are not 90% bacteria, but sit with the corrected number for a moment because it is almost stranger. It means that cell for cell, you are about half human and half something else. A near-perfect partnership between you and an invisible civilization of microbes you never agreed to host. And those microbes are not just passengers. Here is where it gets unsettling. Your gut bacteria can talk to your brain. They do it through a thick nerve called the vagus nerve, a direct line running from your gut all the way up to your skull. And the conversation does not just flow downward from brain to body. A huge amount of it travels upward, from the bacteria to you. Through this channel, your microbes can release chemicals that influence how you feel. Many produce the building blocks of serotonin and dopamine, the same molecules tied to happiness, motivation, and reward. When your inner ecosystem shifts, your mood can shift with it, and you may never suspect the real source. Studies have shown that simply giving people certain probiotic bacteria can measurably lift their mood, change the microbes, and you change the person. But it goes deeper than mood. It reaches into what you want. Think about your last craving, that sudden, specific hunger for chocolate or bread or something sweet. You experienced it as your desire, but it may not have started with you at all. Different bacteria feed on different foods. And here is the evolutionary twist. A microbe that thrives on sugar has every reason to make you crave sugar. Scientists have found that people who intensely crave chocolate carry different microbial signatures than people who are indifferent to it, even when they eat the exact same diet. The leading theory is genuinely strange. Your microbes may manipulate you. They can nudge your cravings toward the foods they specialize in, and they can make you feel bad, irritable, low, until you finally eat what they want. In animal studies, when scientists cut the vagus nerve, that influence vanished. The signal had a wire, and it ran straight through your own body. So the next time you reach for a snack you swore you would resist, ask yourself one uncomfortable question. Whose craving is this really? And this relationship began before you could even choose. You were born almost completely sterile. Then, in your very first moments, you were colonized. If you were born the natural way, you were coated in your mother's microbes on the way out, your first inheritance. If you were born by cesarean, your founding microbes came from skin and surroundings instead, a different starting population entirely. That early seeding shapes the ecosystem that grows inside you for years. It influences your immune system, your metabolism, and researchers are now finding links between those first microbial populations and how the brain develops. You did not just inherit your parents' genes, you inherited their microbes, a living legacy passed from body to body, generation after generation. Which raises a darker question. What happens when we wipe them out? Antibiotics are one of the greatest inventions in human history. They save millions of lives, but they do not fire with precision. They are carpet bombs. When you take them to kill one harmful infection, they also wipe out vast populations of the helpful microbes living inside you. After a strong course of antibiotics, your inner ecosystem can be devastated, and it may take months to recover, or in some cases, never fully return to what it was. We are only beginning to understand what that loss costs us in immunity, in mood, in long-term health. We have spent a century at war with bacteria, and only now are we realizing that most of them were never the enemy. They were us. So here is the truth. You are not a single being. You are a colony, a vast, cooperative ecosystem of human and non-human life, so deeply intertwined that the line between you and them has almost no meaning. The microbes inside you help digest your food, train your immune system, shape your moods, steer your cravings, and quietly influence the person you believe yourself to be. They were with you at birth. They will change throughout your life. And the science is still only scratching the surface of how much of you is actually them. We like to think of ourselves as the captain, one mind in full control. But the deeper we look, the more it seems we are something far more mysterious. A meeting place, a truce, a single word, you, standing in for trillions. So the next time you say, I, remember, you may be speaking for a crowd. If this made you rethink who you really are, hit subscribe, because your body is full of mysteries science is only beginning to solve. And next time, we explore one more. The strange truth about what your body does in the final seconds before you fall asleep, and why that fragile edge is closer to death than you think.